Hello YouTube. As we have been learning, the Bible is no longer a reliable source of information on how to worship God. It's been destroyed by the Catholics. Clearly, the Catholics made a pact with the devil, most likely before the founding of the church, of the Catholic Church. Now, I tried to get a Bible a few months back. I went to my old church, but I was informed that they didn't have the Bible that I was looking for anymore, simply based upon the fact that they stopped carrying those Bibles when they merged with the Catholic Church. I was told this in that church that I used to go to. The chapel is much, much smaller now. Much smaller than it used to be. Now, the question is who can be trusted here? The Catholic Church? The Seventh-day Adventist Church? Well, not the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I know the Seventh-day Adventist Church is lying. The Seventh-day Adventist Church has changed everything that Ellen G. White has ever said, ever wrote. Can't find her true words anymore. They're lies. Catholic Church says that the brother of Dr. Kellogg stole one of his recipes. No, Post stole the recipe. It's called grape nuts. So, the Seventh-day Adventist Church lies. The Catholic Church lies. They've deleted 2 commandments from the Bible, and they have not replaced them. They've merely split the first commandment into 2. That is one commandment. Anyone who has an education in English knows that that is one subject. Knows that commandments 1, 2, and 3 rather are one subject. They are the same commandment. Thou shalt not eat meat, and thou shalt not drink wine. But if you do eat meat, make sure it's clean meat. So the Catholic Church is lying. They lie about everything. They have destroyed the Bible. However, the Catholics appear to be in possession of a little bit of proof of who is telling the truth. We know that the mark of the beast is 666. We know that it means 0.666, or 2/3, as in 2/3 of the angels fell from heaven. Now, we need to know who's telling the truth. Is it me, or is it the Catholic Church? Well, the Catholic Church has something they call the Sistine Chapel. Above that is a papal palace, the papal residence, and the, what do they call it? The conclave. They have offices where the conclave meets. The conclave of cardinals. So, on one of those 2 ceilings is one central panel which has no proper interpretation, according to the Catholic Church, as I saw it on the History Channel. Now, I don't have cable TV, I never did. Well, I had internet, but I never used the TV. And I didn't have the History Channel, unless that's the basic channel. A neighbor of mine who was dying at the time had the History Channel. I know he did. He was watching it. He's watched it many times. We weren't paying attention to it. Something came on the air. It was about that one central panel. I made a little quip about it. We had a laugh. We went back to not paying attention to the TV. In this one central panel, there are 5 images, as I see it. There's an image of a window on the side of heaven, with an image of God leaning so far out of this window that his right thigh is resting on the windowsill. He's grabbing the inside of the upper right hand corner of the window with his left hand as he points his right finger on his right hand at the finger of Adam. He has to reach halfway from heaven, halfway from this window to earth. We see an image of Adam standing upon an image of the earth. We can see that Adam's fingers, that his fingertips disappear in the mountaintops, where clearly his fingers are resting on the mountaintops to steady himself as he stands upon the round ball of the earth. And he is reaching with his right hand to point at God's finger with his finger. One finger aimed directly at another finger, as if they are aiming long rifles, the long rifles of the day, focusing through one eye and ignoring what they see in the other. When the two fingers come into contact, there is a great disc-like explosion. Well, this explosion isn't great. It is disc-like, but not great. It's microscopic, actually. Now, what they mean by great is momentous, as in, it's a great occasion. It is a momentous occasion. It is a great explosion. It is a momentous explosion. This image, painted by Michelangelo, as it was inspired by God over 400 years ago, depicts an event in our past. Sorry, beetle. Depicts an event in our past. That event is the discovery of the God particle, or Higgs boson, February of 2012. Time is marching on. Now that explosion is microscopic, or rather the disc-like shape of that explosion is microscopic. It happens when two beams of particles collide within one another and cannot bounce back into the direction from which they came, because the rest of the beam of particles is in that direction from which they came. They can't go forward because that's the direction of the other beam of particles which coming at them, which they slammed into. The only way these broken up particles of matter can travel away from the beam at a high velocity is to travel away from it in a perpendicular direction 360 degrees around the point of collision. Now, if I can find it, I will put a link below this video so we can watch a YouTube video where we can watch two spheres of matter collide in a tank of water, a red ball of water and a blue ball of water, sphere, whatever you want to call it. They collide and form a disk. Thank you. That is all. Bye, YouTube. This is Zy, signing off.